Hey guys, EBPMAN here. Now on our channel, we've covered ultra short throw projectors that give you 100, 123, almost 150 inch screens, images with just 19 inches from the wall. And we said that you could turn any room into a home theater. Well, what if I told you that with this little guy here, you could get, they say, up to 800 inch image anywhere. And there's no inches from the wall. Literally, you're wearing this and you can have a cinema experience in the car, in the train, on a plane, in the bedroom, wherever you'd want it to be. We're not talking about virtual reality. This is actually a portable cinema solution that when you wear it, gives you a massive viewing experience. We're gonna check this out. Let's get right to it. So from a spec perspective, let's talk about what's going on here. So first of all, you have twin AM OLED displays, right? Inside, small tiny displays that are really, really good in quality. OLED, very rich blacks, the colors pop, really great experience. It's a virtual screen like we mentioned, up to 800 inches, although in my experience it's not quite 800 inches, at least my brain doesn't register it, but it's big enough, it's large enough for you to have a great movie cinema-like experience without having to look to the left or to the right. It does trick your brain into thinking that you're far away. I don't know if quite 66 feet, but it does give you kind of that experience of depth. And then one of the things I really like, because you guys can tell that I have glasses, well, check this out. I can wear these without my glasses, and they have adjustment knobs that allow you to adjust for your vision. You're moving the lenses left to right, and also for the adjustment. So I can literally watch this without wearing any glasses. That's a major, major win for me. But that also means that this is adjusted to my vision, which means if they're going to share it with someone, they're going to have to adjust it again to meet their vision requirements. And you get this little test that you adjust basically that aligns and makes these patterns show up to get the best viewing experience. So I really, really like that. Now, in addition to that, this works not just with the proprietary player that they have, because we also received this media player, but it also works with any device that has an HDMI output. That is spectacular. What does that mean? That means Xbox, PlayStation. That means if you think about any tablet, right? Any phone, so phone, tablets, iOS, Android, you name it. If you're thinking about the Nintendo Switch, it will work. If you're looking at literally anything that you can connect HDMI port to, it's gonna run. Now, if you don't want to have your phone running this, well, this media player here has Android built in, has HDMI capabilities, right? And it's going to give you over 10 hours of playback. Now, the one thing I'll mention about this is that the Android operating system that it has is a little bit dated, right? So I've tried this using both my phone and my tablet, and then I've also tried using this. And while this works well, and we'll see how this works, I kind of prefer using the my phone because it has all my apps on and I don't have to install anything new. And again, the Android operating system on this could be a little bit updated. But you have an immersive experience that really transcends any kind of operating system as long as you have an HDMI out. I've used let's say my iPad Pro, as I've been doing editing to this, MacBook Pro, all work. So this gives you a virtual screen that only you can see. Now let's talk about all the accessories that you're going to get. Now I received a lot of things here. So first of all, we have a USB-C cable, which we'll toss to the side. You have this cable here, which is really important. This one you want to keep with you because what this one allows you to do is allows this device to connect to any device that has an HDMI. And the way it works is that this, for example, is going to connect to the headset that you see here or the actual viewing solution. This is going to connect to your HDMI device. So if this, for example, with an adapter, you would connect this to your Samsung Galaxy phone, you know, S22, whatever, goes to your tablet, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, right? This gets connected to this. But then what you have to do is provide power. And this is going to go to a power bank. This is going to give you some power. You can put a USB-C adapter on here and use that to charge too. So I've done that as well. And then this is basically going to go into the solution right here. So I really like this option here and kind of the flexibility it gives you. Now you get this real nice travel case, and I'm going to be on a trip very shortly again. And I'm going to be taking this with me so I can try this out on a plane. I haven't done that yet. People may look at me like a weirdo, but hey, I'm going to be able to have a fantastic movie experience. Then with my headphones will be even better. But this is a travel case, and it's really crush proof. It's a really nice travel case, and you can see what we're talking about. You have a movie cinema pretty much the size of a headphone case. Can't beat that, right? Here you have an additional strap, which we're going to put aside. And then let's take a look at the unit itself. Now, you have a couple things going on here, right? So here's for that additional strap that you can use if you want to be able to go over your head. I don't need that. And then basically what you have is the front. This will light up when you're watching a movie. Not bright like a headlight, but it does glow a little bit so people will know that you're watching something. And then this is where the magic happens. Now, a couple things are going on. This is really nice, soft, comfortable, almost like memory foam. And this blocks out all light, which is really important when you want to have a great movie experience, something like this. So when you put this on, there's a sensor right here that turns on the device as soon as you put it on, and then you'll be able to see everything light up, and you have brightness settings too. So if you don't like super bright, you can adjust that. But you basically put this on, and you have, again, it's kind of hard to explain. It's difficult even to see. But as soon as you put this on, it lights up, and you have a fantastic, fantastic movie experience. Over here, you basically have, this is for your forehead, and it doesn't overheat, by the way. The lenses are anti-fogging too, which is a plus too. Now, as we flip this over, this is where you see all the adjustments going on. So this, you're going to be able to adjust the focus, right? And again, I can take off my glasses, and right now things are a little blurry. When I'm wearing these, no blur at all. It adjusts and it works. So you'll be able to make that adjustment. Now, what I wish you could do with this is, in addition to making that adjustment, it would have been great if you could have two settings, right? Where someone else wants to use it, you can switch and it would remember your settings. If someone uses this and they adjust it, you're going to have to set it up again. You do have your brightness controls here, and here's the kicker: 2D and 3D capable. Yep. So that's super cool as well. Now, even though you have this little area here that looks like it's for a speaker, there's no speakers on this. This is more fan kind of venting that's taking place here. Then this is where your headphone jack would be. You have a very long cable, which is going to be your HDMI. You can see it right here. And with this port right here, this device here, you're going to get a couple things. You have an SD card, which it does come with, like a 32 gig SD card. And then also, so that you can store movies, you can see you have your HDMI here, SD card, and then also it looks like you have an aux port there as well. And then you have the USB-C. Now, you could use this as a little movie player too. So you can connect this to your TV. You can connect this if you're at a, let's say at a hotel, right? And you have all your content here. You can use this and not have to use this as your player. So that's pretty cool. Now, overall, what I have to say is that this has, I was floored when I experienced using this. In the bedroom, Nola falls asleep, I'm maybe up watching some YouTube videos or doing some research, and I found that this is an invaluable tool. The other thing, again, it's not a VR headset, but I tried it with my drone, and guess what? It worked. So you can use this as a drone headphone or viewing apparatus or device, and have a first-person view on your drone. Super duper cool. Very, very excited about that. And the fact that it's small, it's lightweight, doesn't provide any kind of stress, and also this little guy here cuts out all light, especially if I'm outside and we're shooting some drone footage. Let me put it on so you can see what this is like. I'm going to take off my glasses, and I'm not going to see for a second, and we'll see if things stay in focus. But pretty much what you do, and I'll go on the side here so you can see. I'm going to put this on like this, and then this is what it's going to look like here. So it's kind of like, yes. I know a lot of you are probably saying dork, 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 dork. That's what you think about. Yeah, you kind of look like a dork when you're wearing this. But what ends up happening is once this folds right here on your eyes like this, it will turn on. And I'll tell you, this is super comfortable when it comes from a weight perspective. So there's no kinking on your neck, nothing like that's going on. And then, you know, you're just watching content. When you lift it up, it will turn off, right? And you know that's pretty much all there is to it. Not a lot of straps going on, things falling around, but then you have this cable here that gets connected to that device when you're running it. So I'm going to power it up to attempt to give you a look of what it looks like inside, and then we'll talk more about the experience. Now, the only bad thing of the actual solution is that it does mess up your hair once you're wearing it. So anyways, but that's one thing. A couple things about the actual media player. Which I hope is going to be upgradable, because it does have Android and the standard Android marketplace embedded. And I've been able to download all my streaming content onto this, and it's worked without a problem. So what you have here is you do have your your volume rocker, your standard Android controls, right? So you see your back, your home, and your menu. And then this area right here is an actual mouse pad. So you're able to just, imagine with the goggles on, just move around, tap, and actuate things like this. Home, back, everything here works. Or you can use this center button and jog this way. Now that we have that going, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my finger right here, and then I'm going to see if I can, I'm going to go through some of the areas of the screen so that we can get to a place that's a little bit more colorful, and then you can see what I see. All right, so now I put my finger right here to cover the sensor so that you can see kind of how it lights up inside. Now, again, the hard part here is that there's no way to show you what this looks like. I will tell you that it looks fantastic. You can see some of the colors. I'm going to put it in an angle right there to see if there's no glare, but you can see how bright it is and how rich those colors are there. And I'm just moving around a little bit to make sure we can get something in focus there. Hard to explain, but it's great. All right, so one of the things I did is I tried zooming in a little bit to see how much of this is going to come through, but you can see this is one of my videos playing. I'm going to kind of tilt it a little bit just to see that you can see me in there. All right, and basically this was the latest video review that we did on a new scooter that we were checking out. But as you can see there, as I'm tilting it around, you should be able to see kind of like the images coming through and how bright and colorful that is. So let's go ahead and take a look at the actual media player. We'll see why you'd want to consider this. But again, I'll tell you, if you're looking for something maybe for a college student or something personal for personal media viewing, and you don't have the space, or you are in a shared space with someone and you want to have your own content, definitely the way to go. Now what you're seeing here is the calibration test that allows you to get the really crisp image when you put on, again, this unit. You'll notice that there's a series of lines in every area, and what you're looking for is to adjust it so that you can meet the description as you see here, that the patterns and the text appear clearly. Now I've done this, and this is the area that, as we mentioned, if you do have someone that has a different prescription or has different eyesight than you, they may find that what is clear to you is not so clear to them. But I really like the fact that they allow you to have that adjustment. And in my case, wearing glasses, I can use this without any glasses on. Now, since I'm not able to show you what this is going to look like through the actual headpiece itself, I connected the actual media player to this monitor. And what I'm doing is I'm using the actual dial pad, or the bottom area, which is also your mouse pad, for navigation. So this is what you would see on the screen. So you can actually go through the different areas here and either click on local media. You can also do local video, or you could go into quick settings. Online video is obviously going to give you access to media content that's online. I'm going to go into it. In this case, I have mine connected to YouTube. And what you could do here is view some media content. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually choose one of our videos that we just recently did. We're going to launch this so that you can see what the video playback looks like. And again, this is going to be at 1080p. This actually happens to be a 4K monitor. Let's check it out. Hey guys, EBPMAN here. Now in today's video, now the one thing I just wanted to highlight is how quickly this thing loads. And again, the quality of the playback is great. Obviously, I have a great monitor here as well. But overall, really satisfied with the actual playback that you get. And pretty much all the controls that you have here are going to allow you to move back, home, and then also go into the menu. So this is literally an Android navigation or keypad. Now you can go into your media center. When you go into your media center, you can switch to the apps. So the media center is what you just saw right there. This over here is where all your apps are, and these are all the apps that I've installed. So there's a lot of different video content that you can download. You could also go into your system settings. This is where you're going to choose your wireless connection. So I have it connected wirelessly to my home. You could also go ahead and clear the memory, test your network speed. There's some advanced settings, so there's system update options. So if I click on this, I'm going to be able to see what my system update, if there is one available. By hitting back, just get out of that. You could do adjustment, which where we were in a couple seconds ago. And this is what you would use if you were to switch or allow someone else to use it and they want to adjust the settings so they can see it more clearly. So guys, that wraps up our review. See you in the next video.